Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects so many of us, but is often misunderstood: depression. You know, it's one of those things that can feel like a heavy fog, right? And I want to start by asking, do you have any of these situations in your life? Like, have you ever felt stuck in a loop of negative thoughts?
Oh, totally. I think we all have those moments, right? But what exactly is depression? Like, how does it differ from anxiety? I feel like they get mixed up a lot.
Great question. So, depression is often about feeling stuck in the past, while anxiety tends to pull you into the future, making you worry about what's to come. It's like, imagine you're driving a car. Depression is like looking in the rearview mirror, constantly replaying old memories, while anxiety is like staring at the GPS, panicking about the next turn.
Oh, wow, that's a really vivid analogy. So, what happens when someone gets stuck in that rearview mirror?
Well, that brings us to a phenomenon in psychology known as rumination. It's this repeated, passive recall of negative thoughts or emotions from the past that you just can't seem to shake off. Let me share a story to illustrate this.
Yes, please. I love stories.
Okay, so consider a woman whose child was just 2 years old when her husband, a salesperson, was often away on business. During this time, her mother-in-law became paralyzed, and she had to juggle caring for her child and her mother-in-law. It was overwhelming, to say the least.
Oh man, that sounds so tough. I can't even imagine.
Right? And then she discovers that her husband wasn't actually on business trip. She was living with another woman nearby. This revelation was like a punch to the gut, leading her into a deep depression. She felt betrayed, angry, and like the world was just unfair.
Wow, that's heartbreaking. So, did she ever get out of that depression?
Well, 7 years later, she still hadn't fully recovered, even after divorcing him. She sought help from a counselor, and that's when things started to shift. The counselor encouraged her to reflect on her situation and recognize that she had been living in darkness for too long.
That's so powerful. It's like she was stuck in this cycle, right?
Exactly. And the counselor helped her realize that her emotions were holding her back. She needed to take responsibility for her own healing. One method to combat rumination is to use a rubber band on your wrist. When you find yourself ruminating, you snap the band to redirect your thoughts.
Oh, that's interesting. I've heard of similar techniques before, but does it really work?
Yes, it can be surprisingly effective. Engaging in meaningful activities like exercising, reading, or spending time with friends can also help divert your attention from those negative thoughts.
So, it's like finding a distraction, right? But what if someone doesn't have those activities available?
Great point. Life isn't just a road in vain. Every step counts. We must learn to use introspective thinking instead of rumination, turning past experiences into lessons for the present and future. Cherishing those low periods can reveal important truths.
Wow, that's deep. So it's about taking action, right?
Exactly. Only by taking action can you find answers and improve your situation. It's a journey, but one worth taking.
I love that. It's like turning pain into purpose, right?
Yes, that's a beautiful way to put it. And it's all about finding your way through the fog.
Laughs. I feel like I need a map for that fog sometimes.
And that's perfectly okay. Everyone needs a little guidance now and then. Just remember, it's about taking those small steps.
Totally. So, what's the first step for someone feeling lost in that fog?